What's up YouTube, Playmatter here, and today I'm bringing you what's hopefully a really entertaining Shaddoll vs Qliphort match. So here's my hand. I start pretty badly. I've got, triple monsters at the core, so I'm just like, shall I set a monster or not? Shall I set core or not? Nah, just set the Sanctum. I don't know what I'm going against. We're in random rated. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll Sanctum you guy and obviously he gets the search off and stuff, but he was playing really fast, and so I might have activated Sanctum immediately on summon, but I probably wouldn't have, to be honest. At least this way you can't go and do anything else before the battle phase. This is all in main phase 2. This is obviously quite sped up, so he messes about a little bit here, does it wrong, but we know what he's on about. So he takes the artifact, plays Scout Trample Links, and sets 3 and passes turn. So I drew a fusion, so that's quite good. And there's no response, which is even better. I decide to send Dragon Falco. To get the window and kill the scout. Get my Falco back and attacking so that I've got my light back in my grave. Yeah, so he just so he activates skill drain when attacking. So I'm like, fine, okay. Not ideal. But I did draw into a Shaddoll fusion, so yeah, 2 really good draws. He Booker means his own guy, so I have to summon with my Winder and my Beast. It's really not that bad actually, so I add back the Shaddoll fusion. Make another Winder and attack with the Mathematician. Directly with the Winder. So I'm just kind of beating him down during this game. I go for the extra 1450 damage, and he takes it. Just so you know, skill drain doesn't take away attack and defense points of a trap monster card. Okay, so we see a pendulum summon happening. He bounces so that he can get Scout's effect twice this turn. Winder adds back the Shaddoll fusion. Oh, so he can use the odd eyes, of course. So I'm using Shaddoll fusion because Scout was summoned from the extra deck, and he's kind of like, what? So I'm like, yeah, that's the thing, it's summoned from the extra deck. If you read Shaddoll fusion, it's relatively clear that I can special summon cards from my deck because you've pendulum summoned. Another really good thing about Shaddoll fusion, and why I play 3 of those and instead of 2 of them and 3 L Shaddoll fusion. And I just think 7 fusion cards is too much. Myself my construct, and he kind of just quits there. I'm not sure. I think he's just a bit upset that he didn't realize and that he didn't need to get the scout. And I'm not sure why he quit exactly there. I wasn't in the best position, but maybe he just had nothing else. So yeah, goes to game 2. That was my deck list that you saw very, very briefly. So yeah, I'll just pause the video for a moment to show you what cards I sided. I actually also took out the Super Poly, and this is the deck list that I'm running at the moment, so you can pause it and stuff. And then we go on to game 2. Start straight away, Punctuality, he adds Mystical Space Typhoon. I'm like, okay, fine. Brings out just normal summons and ends. Okay, so I'm like, okay, set Hedgehog, and he kills my moral attack, which is a bit annoying. You flipped, you know, I didn't even see the card, it was basically flipped at the same time as I flipped Hedgehog, so Hedgehog still doesn't resolve because he's got a skill drain now. It's like, okay, great, fine, whatever. He doesn't choose to redirect his attack now that he's got the 2/400. So I'm like, okay, fine. I think I'm going to go... I'm just kind of thinking around what I can do with this hand. I've obviously got options for a construct, but do I want to do that or not? And in fact, I go for Shekinaga. I'm just checking whether I want to go into the battle phase or tribute and resummon the bulb and tribute the bulb for the more damage. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go for the extra damage. Just checking my extra deck. Do I want to go into a monster just, do I want to overlay just for the extra like 400 attack? I actually decided not to here. So he's down to 1800, which is because of his scout just now. And pendulums, and I'm like, people keep what's the word? Announcing their pendulum summons, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to see if this guy knows whether it's whether he's saying it because he thinks it's non-inherent. Just kind of getting a sense of what his knowledge is on the game and stuff like that. Just in case we do go to game 3, because even at this point, I'm like, I could still lose this quite easily. Like, he's playing Qliphort. There's, every chance that I could lose this. So he searches for another sacrifice, and so he's down to 1,000 life points, and it's like, fine, equip, and he attacks it so that I don't have the option of my Shaddoll Fusion, which I could get back off Shekinaga, as one of his monsters is pendulum summoned. He opts not to attack my Shekinaga, so I'm like, okay, switch to defense mode, set 1. I can maybe pop his Qliphort Scout or whatever. So upstarts gives me some more life points. And I'm like, oh, I really just want to draw Light Shattering Arrow. And then he uses the Scout to search again, and it's like, why did he do that? That was so greedy. Like, he didn't need to do that. And now it's like, okay, so I have this, you have 200 life points, and I'm just checking which one of which one of your sacrifices is equipped to the guy that's just attacked me. But yeah, so he quit quite quite swiftly after realizing that he just attacked into a defense position monster that was face up to lose the game. If he hadn't have searched and if he hadn't been greedy, there's a real good message behind that. Then he would have won because, I don't know what I was going to draw into, to be fair, and I might have been able to deal a little bit of extra damage to him, and keep Shekinaga face up on the field for a while. But if he hadn't have searched at that point, then he wouldn't have lost the game. My next card was Shaddoll Fusion, BLS, so it depends how... Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and that's it from me. Till next time, guys, Playmatter, signing out.